Why do I mask? Well, it's because I believe in data. I look at the data. Right now, in the Bay Area, there's a lot of smoke, a lot of pollution. There's fires everywhere. The past few days, they had one fire at least in every single county in the Bay Area. And some of these fires are humongous, 1,500 acres. I mean, that's huge. They say the whole amount of land burning in the Bay Area is more than all of Manhattan. It's a lot of fire, which creates smoke, obviously. And guess what? The air is really, really bad. So I look at the data. Okay, the air quality today is, that means I can't open the window. I don't have AC here. I just have to suffer whatever, right? Take cold showers, drink cold stuff. But it's bad. I can't let the bad air in because I don't have any good method for cleaning it. I have air purifiers going, but if I let new bad air in, I just can't purify it fast enough. When I go outside, I actually wear a 95 mask. I haven't worn that recently. It's hard when you're biking and stuff, but I wear it because the air is just so bad. And the thing is, I look at the data because sometimes I may not feel it's that bad. Sometimes I may not be able to tell a difference. For example, I went over to my brother's place. I was at another side of the bay earlier, and I was like, oh, it's not bad here. We're standing outside. Air is pretty clear. You can see blue skies. It's like, oh yeah, it's 160 for the air quality index. Oh, that's actually pretty bad. So the air quality index usually below 100 is fine. In the 100, 200 range, not good, and 200 plus is hazardous. 300 plus is what Beijing is like in the winter. You see where you can't even see your hand. Or probably that's exaggeration, but you can't see, 10 feet in front of you. Except it'd be 3 meters because they don't use feet there. But the idea is that air is really bad. And you could tell when it's really bad, or so you think. You could tell when it's better, or so you think. The problem is we can't actually tell. Guess why? Because it's all relative. So if I'm coming from a place it's 200, 250, and I go to 160, feels great. But it's not great still. It's just better. But I can't measure how many particles per million there are. I can't measure things that are 2.5 microns. That's just tinier than your hair. You actually need machines to measure these things. You need data. And I look at the data to determine whether something's safe or not. And that's why I mask. I mean, in the olden days, we talked about it for coronavirus reasons. But now I mask because of pollution reasons. It's all the same. We use data so we could see farther. We could see smaller. In medical school, we learn about all these lung diseases people get from exposures. They didn't know wood dust bothers your lungs. They might know 20, 30 years, 50 years down the road. Now everybody knows coal dust is horrible for your lungs. They didn't know that 50 years ago. All this stuff we're finding out, all this stuff we're learning, all this stuff we're now able to measure. These things that have impact on us decades down the road. And that's why I mask. Because I look at data to extend my senses, to see things that are too small to see, to see things that are too big to see things that affect me. Not necessarily just right away, but down the road. That's why I mask.